famous fakes who play nice up front but stab me in the back the moment I turn around.
Oh, my hair's a mess. My hair's a mess. Ah. Alrighty, let's get this party started. Alright, nobody over here yet. Nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there. Alright, running a little late. Peverly, P. Everly, how's it going? Big Dave's in the house. I'm a bot. Interesting. DMCA. Hey, Doc, what's happening this evening? Did I and you can too? I'm assuming that's what it was. Hey, camarada. Good evening there, Mr. Wade. Outstanding. Let's get the party started. It's 9:30. I'm a little late. Me and my son are watching a movie. Let's just jump on in and see where you guys want to begin. Any ideas? Not much happened today. Ooh, we want to talk about a couple of things. Did you see what happened to a couple of the stocks today? Freaking crazy. Marathon jumped up yesterday. What else we got? AEO. That huge drop today. Holy cow. I got a nice premium off AEO this week. Cool. BITO. B-I-T-O. What's happening there? Interesting. GPS. Nice. Up again. GPS. What a day. Hey, Wade and Mamas. That's what we're looking at right now. GPS. Let's take a gander at it. All right. First thing I want to look at is what can I buy it for in the morning? $27.80. The closest strike price is going to be the 28. Look, 11 cents. That's for tomorrow. That expires tomorrow. We don't want to look at that one. Get that one out of here. All right. 28. Ooh, it's not being traded. Why is that? Look at that. There's no number. Wow, I've never seen that before. Especially on one that's at the freaking money. It's at 27.80. The 28 should have a number to it. Okay, the puts have numbers, but the calls don't. Nope. Anyway. Well, I guess we can't look at that one now, can we? Do you have a bias on the QQQs? I'm holding LPA. Hold on a second. Let's write those down. Number one, QQQs is always a no. But I'll look at it anyway so I can pick on you. What was the other one? QQQ and LPA. LPA. Cool beans. Yeah. AEO, BITO, GPS, call. Oh, yeah, Doc, you're throwing them all out there, aren't you? All right, hold on. I have to write these down. I don't write that fast, Doc. BITO, GPS. Didn't we just look at GPS, the gap? Lows. Doc. Like this is everything I have. Wonder if you have it also. That'd be funny. MPW. MRO. Para. He's just reading them off my list and then win. All right, we'll take a look at all those, Doc. Smarty Pants. Smarty Pants. We'll take a gander at them. First on the list is going to be from yesterday. This is what we're picking up from yesterday. What else we have here? Can you check out Qs? Yes, I'll check out Qs in a little bit. Those with GPS will be very happy tomorrow. I don't know. Those with Kohl's will not be happy today. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Kohl's. Is Kohl's on the list? Yeah, let's put Kohl's on the list. We'll take a look at it. GPS and Kohl's. Okay, we'll take a look at GPS and Kohl's. All right now we're going to take a look at what we stopped off at last night. Last night, that was IP, International Paper. It was the last one of the evening. Okay, so tomorrow I can buy it for 44.50. The 44.50s are going for 80 cents. That's more than 1%. Okay, good. I like the numbers. So far, let's take a look at the chart. First thing I want to see is the high. Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? And it's going to be a no. Only because, and why am I so quick to it? Well, look where it is. It is at an almost year-time high. Now, all-time high was 46. It was just a couple of days ago. Okay? So, a year high right there. Where do you think it's going to go? If it was going to go higher, it would have. It wouldn't have 3 days to the downside. But you never know. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Oh, also, let's check on the seasonality. What does the seasonality look like? What does this thing normally do this time of year? Ooh, look at that spike. Nice. I like that. See that nice little spike the next couple of weeks? What does that tell you? I don't know. You got seasonality telling you it's going to go up. Then you have what looks to me, now don't get me wrong, because I could be wrong. What looks to me, it's either one or two things, right? I'll take a 50-50 stance here. That way I get it right either way. But look at that. It's a very nice upward trend. Okay, very nice upward trend. Let's go back a little bit to see exactly how long that nice upward trend is. Okay, look at that upward trend. Doesn't that look beautiful? It does. So what happens here? Last Friday, why did that trend get interrupted? What happened over the weekend? Okay, down 2 days, and is today a continuation of the movement? Don't know. That's a very interesting question because there's two different ways of looking at it. Number one, that's the high of the year. Or number two, we just a tiny bit of a pullback, like one of these jobbies right here. See, a little tiny bit of a pullback and then a continuation to the upside. That's a definite. That is a definite 50-50 shot by looking at the chart. That's the interpretation that I'm getting. Either it is or either it ain't. So we'll find out tomorrow. For those of you that like international paper. All right, so that was one from last night. Tonight, somebody wanted to start by looking at the cues. Now, you guys all know I don't do those. So whoever suggested that has got to be new. Now, the reason why I don't do the cues, okay, the cues actually have daily options. I shit you not, daily options. They don't offer dividends, but daily options. If you could sit in front of your computer and you can read, that you make a ton of money on the options of these things. That would have been nice. Anyway, no, I don't do the cues. They don't pay dividends, and the options is just way out there for me. Okay, that's not a game I want to play. Okay, I like my life boring. I like it steady. I like it boring. I stay at home, hang out with my grandson. We bake cookies, we eat popsicles. We watched Disney yesterday, and we watched Disney today. I think we watched what was it? Sleeping Beauty today, and yesterday we watched The Rescuers with Mr. Bernard, and Miss Patrice. Anyway, let's get to what we're going at. Okay, rather than price action, yeah, well. It is kind of hard to figure out what it is. I got to read back some of these questions. Oh, I missed a few. All right. AMD. All right, we'll take a look at AMD. Do you think the data coming out of the AM has an effect at all? Or do you focus on that? I'm not 100% sure what it's talking about. Seriously, I don't. Do you have other questions before that I missed? Oh, okay. Can I check QQQ? That was the first one. Checking QQQ. And then the next question was, do you think the data coming out in the morning has an effect? Oh, no. I honestly don't pay attention to that. My main focus, this is it, and I say it's over and over and over again, is does the company have consistent dividend? If I'm going to buy it, am I going to get a higher dividend next year than I'm getting right now? That's question number one. Number two, do they have weekly options so that I can gain a weekly cash flow from the position when I'm going to buy the dividend. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to get the dividend first of all. Okay, that's the mentality I go into it with. Like I want to buy a stock, and I want to hold on to it for a long period of time. That's the attitude I go into it. Like anything on my list. Let's bring up my list real quick. Okay, all these green dots represent companies on the calendar. All right, now for those of you that are new here, this is available on YouTube Live, so you can actually see all these little names and little numbers and stock symbols. Okay, because you might not be able to see them on your phone, but this screen behind me is live on YouTube. So by looking at that, you can take a look at the companies. Okay, now is it a company I want to buy and hold on to? Well, if it's on my list, then yeah, that's what I would buy. You guys got to figure out your own list. Like, what do you want to buy? And then you buy and just hold on to it as if you're going to hold on for a long period of time. And then that's the attitude I go into it with. But where does it change? Well, it changes right here. All right, I got to change that because that's not giving me what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. I'll look at it this way. If the company's on my list, if I like the company and the numbers work, that means if I can buy it tomorrow morning, whatever this number is, because you have the last traded price, the bid, and the ask. If I'm buying it tomorrow morning, this is the price I'm going to be paying. The ask first thing in the morning. Now, once I buy it at that price, okay, 1934, what is the closest strike price if we're going to do a covered call against it? Remember, covered call, you got to buy the stock and then sell the option against it. This way you get that 1% per week. That's what we're looking for. 1%, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. In order to get it, we have to make sure the numbers work. So if I'm buying it at 1934, I want to sell it either the 19 or the 1950. Both of those numbers, 62 cents and 38 cents, are well over 1%. So here, this situation can get you more than 1%. Okay, for the week. That's what I'm looking for. 1% per week. Now, that being said, I like the numbers, so now I want to take a look at the chart. Okay, where is the high of the year, the low of the year? Where was it a year ago, and where is it now? Okay, all that looked fine. Let's take a deeper dive and see what that looks like. All right, a year ago is at 14.25, bottomed out at 10.59. Topped out at 22.08 in March. From the top of the year to where she is now, that was back in the beginning of March, and now we're at the end of May. So she drops, pull back, drop, pull back, drop, pull back. Now she's up here. Here's your high, your past 30-day high, and here's your, I don't know if that's 30 days or not. Let's zoom in. Today's the 30th, 4:30. There we go. Okay, so there you have it. Macy's, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Where was it 30 days ago? Where is it now? Okay, so you have your 30-day bottom. Here's your 30-day top. Now it's falling. Once I find where the bottom is, okay, yesterday was a down day. Today's a down day. It's going to keep going down until it finds the bottom. Once it finds its bottom, I'm jump back into Macy's because I like Macy's. And it gives me a nice premium. Look. 1934, the 1950s are going for 38 cents. Okay, that's just not quite, but close to 2%. Okay, it's the other one too, close to 2% for the week, and that's Macy's. I love Macy's. Macy's was very nice to me this year, and the moves are predictable, and the premiums are pretty damn decent. That's why I like Macy's. All right, anyway, so cross off the Q's. I can't even read my own writing. LPA, is that correct? Huh, LPA. I'm going to put the book up over here. That way I'm not turning away and being rude. Sorry. All right. Right there. Now it's in front of me. Okay, LPA. I've never heard of LPA. LPA. Amex. Well, whatever. Yeah, that's going to be a no. A couple of days ago, she was at $5, and now she's at 258. I find that hard to believe, but you know, it could happen. Look, $5, April all the way to here, and then boom, boom, boom. And what is that? That's crazy. She opens up right around 38 and shoots all the way up to 258. How often does that happen? I don't know who came up with that one, but good for you. Not that I would ever invest in it because, it's as low as it is. AMD, you say? AMD coming right up. Do you think the data coming up? Yeah, no, I already did that one. JWN. All right, JWN. JWN also not only joyful tomorrow. Okay. Uh-oh, I missed some. What's the YouTube? The 10-minute trader. Actually, the YouTube's also up in the bio, the top left. M dropped. Yep. Also, those eat spam, Hormel, are not happy. Well, let's take a look at Hormel too. HRL. Do stock trading happen overnight? Robinhood is showing price changes even before 8 p.m. Yep, some stocks you can trade 24 hours nowadays. It's crazy. That's how much they want you to keep your money flowing. They're now opening some stocks for 24-hour trading. Crazy. All right, Starbucks. Starbucks AMD. I already got AMD on the list, but we'll put down Starbucks. I do have Starbucks. All right. Let's take a quick gander. Here come all these questions. Sup, James? Hey, Austin, how you doing? Coles went down. Yes, it did. What's the YouTube? That10minutetrader.com. I don't see it in the bio. Oh, up in the bio, you'll come to a little website. The 10-minute trader. Where the heck did it go? There it is. No, yep, there it is. Sorry, can't even navigate my own freaking page. Okay, so the10minutetrader.com, and then you come down to the social media, YouTube, top left corner. Okay, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, LinkedIn, books, and Patreon, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. That's where you find it. I don't even remember what we were looking for. So anyway, that's interesting. I don't know who came up with LPA, but good for you. Well, I hope you took advantage of that. That would have been cool. WBA turned a corner. Did it really? I'm there now. Cool beans. WBA. Someone said WBA on the bottom. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I like WBA, Walgreens, and I love picking up bottoms. Like, when else can you pick up a bottom? Like, who the hell knew this was going to happen? I'm sure somebody knew that was going to happen. I've never seen a stock go from, $5 to 258 in 3 days. Or 4 days, excuse me. That's crazy. All right, next on the list, BITO. BITO. Last 30 days. Well, that's not that hard to read. Okay. Bottom down here at 23. Top up here at 29. Now she's kind of going a little bit sideways. So she's sitting at 27.87. Okay, I'm not quite sure why we're looking at that, Doc. Because more than likely he's having me showing you what calendar spread. Okay. Buy this out in January, and then you sell the close one. You get like 3 to 5% per week. It's kind of cool if you want to put the time and effort into it. I know that's what Doc is being sneaky, trying to throw in an interesting trade. Okay, GPS. Before you guys flood me with questions on that stuff, that stuff is a little more complicated. Gap. Now, just let you know, I do have some of the Gap. Oh, nice potential upside on WA. I'm going to take a look at that. Thanks, Wade. All right. The Gap, let's take a look. The numbers, GPS, 27.80. The closest strike price is going to be the 28. Okay, we just looked at this 2 minutes ago. Remember, there was no numbers in there? All right, that's funny. All right, so I'm crossing the Gap off the list. Lowe's is next. Lowe's. All righty. First thing I want to look at, 215.46. The 215s go for $3. You subtract that 46 cents, you're still making over 1%. Hey, Michael, Doc, what are you doing over there? All right. Fast, double down, add 25. You did AMD. I got a call. No, I didn't do AMD. Not yet, anyway. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? All right, taking a look at lows. The numbers do work. 215, the 215's $3. That's well over 1%, and that's what we're looking for. Man, this lows. Close near 21 and all right calls against Monday. Okay, Secretary, I guess you guys have a conversation without me because I have no idea what that's all about. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. It is lows after all. I have been in business for over 100 years. Well, I am good. I am good. Nice day today. I hung out with my grandson today. We did a lot of nothing. We watched, I already said this, we watched a movie, we had popsicle, we had peanut butter and jelly, we jumped in the pool, we came back out, watched another movie, Sleeping Beauty. We had a good day. All right, anyway, lows a year ago, 209.91. She goes up, she goes down, she goes up, she goes down. Look at the chart. Wasn't that pretty? It's nice to get in at the bottom and take it up, because that's all they do. They go up and then come down. So what I look for is coming down on a certain pattern. And I'm only looking for 5 days. That's it. Now look at this. This is pretty cool. Last 30 days. Look at this. This looks like an invitation. Are you ready? Let me explain it. Here's your 30 days ago. We're at 228. 30-day high right there, 238. Okay, a little bit of profit taking, rebounds, and then she comes down and she finds her 30-day bottom after the 30-day top. Okay, this could be the bottom. That's yesterday. Okay, we were looking at this yesterday. She kept falling, 11 days. I said they got to find a bottom sooner or later. Well, they found it yesterday, apparently. Okay, now today's one update. Remember, I like 2 updates. 2 update. Ooh, the fan went off. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. When the fan goes off, the camera's overheating. Sorry about that. The camera overheated and turned off. Well, as I was saying, it happens. Anytime you look at a chart, any chart, you break down a 30 days, 30-day time frame, okay? 4:30 to 5:30. Okay? That's a month. One number is the high, one number is the low. Okay? We already know where the high is, but we need to find out where the low is going to be. So there is a possibility that yesterday was the bottom. Just a possibility. We won't know until tomorrow. But, she may just be 2 days up. We don't know. But I like bottom, because what does it go after the bottom? It goes up. How high up? Well, it goes up until the sun going up. And I'm only looking for that 1%, which is very easy to get. Coal got a beating after earnings. 623 shares today. Ooh, we're going to take a look at Kohl's in a little bit because it's on our list. We're going to take a look at it in a little bit. Those that played FL, Foot Locker, no dividends, yep, did well this week as well. Okay, Foot Locker, we'll take a look at that one, even though it's not on the list. But we did have a couple people have us take a look at it. Okay, and the numbers did look good. But the fact that they don't pay dividends, like, what's the point? That's my opinion. That's just me. You guys got to do your own, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. All right. Oh, that's lovely. Where were we? Lows. Let's take a quick look at the seasonality to see where this thing normally goes. Okay, so we got the dividend coming up. Nothing but flat. Slight bit. Very slight bit to the upside, though. Very slight. Okay, which is fine by me. Steadily going up. Let's go back to here we go. So to me, it looks like a great opportunity to jump in, but I'm already into Lowe's. So, and I'm already past the point of doubling down, or am I? Yeah, I already doubled down once, and I'm at my limit. I don't want to put more money in because I like to keep my trades as even as possible. And if I dump more money into Lowe's, then I'm kind of going against my rules. Whirlpool, huh, Brian? WHR. All right, so that takes care of Lowe's. Let's take a look at MPW. Now, MPW is another one of those stocks that we don't normally do. What do I mean by that? Well, it doesn't fit into the parameters. But it popped up one day because I had a few bucks sitting around. Okay, I think I had like $800 sitting around. And I think, I don't really want to leave it sitting there. What the heck can I buy? And I took a look at my old list. Okay, and this stock popped up at $4. I said, why not? Get 200 shares, see what happens. So I got a nice premium the first week. I think I got like 2% in the first week. Okay, and now this week, I'm not doing that good, but it is what it is. All right, so the numbers, let's take a look really quick. $5.10. If I'm selling the fives, okay, I'm only collecting 12 cents, which means I'm only getting 2-cent profit. Yeah, it's not really worth doing. Thank you for turning me on to this one, James. I think it'll close tomorrow in the green as well. Well, that's the idea of it. That's why we're here. We're here to help each other out. Okay, you come up with something good, we share it with everybody, and everybody's happy. All right, so I'm into this one at 509. And I sold the fives for 15 cents. All right, so that's not that bad. That was uncomfortable. I shouldn't do that. Feeling good all day, so I'm trying not to use my left arm and shoulder. That's why we did a lot of nothing today. All right. MPW, a year ago, we're at $8. Topped out at $10.76, and that was the end of July last year. The bottom was the middle of January. Okay, $2.89. Can you imagine that? $2.89. UPS. Next week, let's write UPS down. Hi, my friend Simon. How are you today? Now, Richie, do you want to take a look? I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to disregard that. Hi, Simone. How are you? Sorry, that's Simon. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a Simon or a Simone. Okay, my eyes are bad, so I'm going to apologize now. But anyway, Richie Rich, we're going to take a look at Disney. DIS. We'll take a look. I'm just a numbers guy. I don't get into the politics of the companies. Really, I don't. I just look at the numbers, and I look at the consistency of their increasing their dividends. Because as a shareholder, I want higher dividends every single year. That's just me. All right. So, let's take a look at MPW, right? 510, 5s, yep, not worth it this time around. Now, I already own it, so I did my cover call against my position, so that's okay. Next on the list, Marathon, MRO. Yeah, this one was a surprise. Remember what we said about this one last night? Okay, right now it's at 28.34. 28.34. The 28.50s are going forward. It's not giving me the number. It's not giving me the number, so I can't really tell, which is kind of weird. That's like the second time I couldn't get a number. This thing cooled off yet? Yeah, it did. Should we even worry about YouTube? Okay, sorry, just trying to get this thing up and running. Now that the fan has got it going, resume. There we go. Well, who's over there? Michael's over there on YouTube. Oh, alrighty, Mike. Mike's a funny guy. VLO. All right, VLO. VLO. Cool beans. Paramount. Paramount is next. Wait a minute, we're looking at Marathon. Paramount is next. Casey, tell them who's at bat. Well, at bat, we have Paramount. All right, Paramount is next. Okay, so 2834, we can't even see the number, so we can't really go. But let's say hypothetically it is 1 point. And considering I already own it, so I might as well go through the numbers anyway. If you're wanting to get in and out on the CCs, Cut calls, why does dividend history matter? Ooh, good question. I get that question a lot. Okay, why do dividends matter? Well, there's only two reasons a stock moves, okay, either up or down. Only two reasons. That's it. It's a known reason, which we know is going to happen, something we can plan for. And then there is what's called an unknown reason. Okay, so let's say factory got swallowed up in a hurricane. Okay, big huge landmine goes off in a building, or some strange reason the company really catastrophically something happens. I don't even know where I was going with this. Holy shit! Oh, I just want to make sure I get a higher dividend every single year. I don't know how I was going with that conversation. Don't get old; it's no fun. If you wanted to get in and out, why did history? Okay, yeah, that's the question. Okay, why do dividends matter? There's only two reasons the stock moves: known reason, unknown reason. An unknown reason is something you cannot plan for. Earthquake, oil spill, something blowing up, some natural disaster, whatever. Okay, you cannot plan for that. You can only react to it. But what you can plan for are things that we know about: earnings reports, dividends, conference calls, splits, seasonality. What do I mean by seasonality? Well, I'll give you a couple examples. Why do you think Weight Watchers stock goes up the first, in January? Why do you think? Think about it. How about Hershey's? Hershey goes up the first 2 weeks of February. First 2 weeks of February. What comes after February? Well, we have Valentine's Day and then we have Easter. So there's a question. Why does Hershey's goes up the first week of February? Okay? Situations like those that you can plan for. Now, I've been doing this game long enough that I have seen positive earnings reports and the stock price go down. I've seen negative earnings reports and the stocks go up. So what can I plan for if the earnings don't really matter? Well, the dividends. The dividends are paid every single quarter, every 90 days. Okay. Now, if they're paying every single 90 days, and every year they have to increase year after year, or they get tossed off the list. What do I mean? Well, there's the Dividend Kings, 50 years of increased dividends. There's the Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years of increased dividends. Dividend Champions, 25 years of increased dividends, but a little less rules. The Aristocrats, go figure, pain in the butt to get on that list. And then there's the Dividend Contenders, 10 years to 24 years. They don't quite make the grade. It's kind of like being freshman, sophomore, senior. We're going to skip over to juniors because they don't count. Anyway, but besides the point, if a company wants to keep that status, okay, 50 consecutive years of increasing your dividends to your shareholders just to be considered as a dividend king, a lot of companies aspire to that. So why aren't these companies on your list? Because they pay a dividend every quarter, and they're increasing consistently for 25 years minimum just to make my personal list. I mean, you guys can have your own personal, criteria when you pick your stocks. That's my criteria. My criteria is you have to have consistent increased dividends, or I didn't want to look at it. Now there's 9,520 stocks that I can pick from in the stock market. We did this last night. Just find out. We wanted to know because it keeps increasing. So we checked last night, 9,520 companies I can choose from in the stock market any day I want. Who the hell can figure out which one's going to be the best one to pick? All right, well, let's break it down a little bit. You get two different kinds of companies. Ones that share their profits through dividends. That's a dividend is your portion of the company's profits. That's all a dividend is. If the company is profitable, it's going to share their profits with their shareholders. Or company number two They do not share their profits. They take all their money and they reinvest it back into their company. And you get nothing. You get capital appreciation. Well, I'm at that point in my life where I don't want capital appreciation. I want boring, consistency, safe, predictable. I want it. This is so boring. We buy it just before the dividend. Great. Catch a 1% increase, jump on out, go to the next one. That's all it is. Okay? The list of companies I look at consistently every year go up just before the dividend date. That's something I can plan for. Why? Well, let's take a look. Let's go back to my list. Every single one of these companies qualifies for me, my own personal preference, because it's my computer. This is not pulled out of the internet. This is pulled off my personal list. Okay, even though this is Thinkorswim, which is owned by Charles Schwab. Not that I get any money out of that, but the trading platform is from Charles Schwab. But these personal stocks here, I've accumulated over the years, and you know most of them. Okay, KeyBank, Nemesis, Halliburton, AIG, Donovan, Devon Energy. That's what it is. Coca-Cola, Macy's, Waste Management, T. Rowe Price, Walmart. These are well-established companies. Okay, now if they continuously, year after year, go up just before their dividend is paid, okay, I like to jump in 2 weeks before. Okay, so AIG, I want to jump in 2 weeks before the 26th. Okay, STX, I want to jump in 2 weeks before on the 4th. I like to jump in on a Monday, sell the current covered call, the closest to the money. That's why my highest probability of being back into cash, so I can do it again. Hey, Tea with Marie, how are you? Do you hold spot positions in all of those or just trade them? Crypto, good questions. No, I don't own any of these at the moment. I don't think. Hold on. Good question, but let's hold on. What do I have? Okay, AEO bidder. Yeah, Paramount was on that list, wasn't it? Anyway, these are the only companies to look at. Now, I have like 8 or 10 lists. Okay, this is just one of them. Okay, these are companies I've watched over the years. Okay, so I buy it, okay, and then I sell it. And then the next week, okay, this week I'll look at these. That's it. I won't look at anything else, just these. I'll fill in my positions, okay? And if I sell something this week, which looks like I'm going to be selling 2, and I'm picking up another 2 next week, okay? And then next week, I'll look at this week, okay? This week here, the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, okay? And then I'll find out which 2 am I going to pick up. And then I just keep rotating them, okay? And every week, I average over 1% per week, doing that exact same strategy over and over and over again. Got here late. I just got here. Please explain. Journeyman Grace, how are you? All right. Do you ever try to get filled on cash secured puts? Okay, crypto. Good question. Or the time frame too short? No. That's an excellent program. It is, but I don't do puts on this strategy or on this channel. Reason being, I don't like puts. It gives you negative vibes, like you're hoping something goes down in order to make money. That just rubs me wrong. Sorry. So I only do covered calls. But it's basically the exact same thing if you think about it. To do a cash secured put, you take a big fat chunk of money, you put it aside. Okay? And then you either get filled, you don't get filled, and you get that cash back. Okay, great. Covered calls the exact same way. Big little chunk of money, put it aside, take a premium off it, you get a little bit of cash flow. Okay, it gets filled or doesn't get filled. Exact same thing. I just don't like the negative part of it. Okay, call me weird, but I created this for my 9-year-old daughter. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, all that kind of stuff. And I didn't want to throw in too much crap. Once you start doing puts and how puts affect this, and yeah, it gets a little bit weird. But I do trade it. I do use it in different strategy on a different channel, not this one. I'm okay, brother. Hope all is well and blessings. Well, thank you there, kind sir. What were we looking at? Oh, so hopefully that answers the question. That's why I find dividends so important. I take a look at the calendar. When is the stock paying? Okay, now, That's the only question I'm asking. You're asking why? Well, because I already know each and every one of the companies intimately. Okay, I know that I have no problem whatsoever buying any one of these companies because there's over three. Remember, I told you there's over, was it a lot of stock? 9,520. 9,500 different companies, but only I look at less than 300 because only 300 make my list, and that's 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Just those two criteria. Those two allows me to look at companies that consistently increase their dividends because I want a return on my money. Is that wrong? I don't think so. I mean, I worked for it. I live comfortably off of 1%. And if it's that easy, why wouldn't I share it with my fellow brothers and sisters? Okay? Let's fuck up the system. Why not? It's safe, it's free, and it's been in business. The stock market's been around for over 400 years. Okay, options only became available in the 1970s. Okay, the covered call didn't come into effect until somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s. Nobody knew any of that crap. Okay, but ever since the introduction of options, just freaking nuts. And this is safe. Okay, so you can buy in the stock and you're selling somebody the right to buy it from you. Okay, it's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent. Okay, do we keep the strategy in a separate account? And where is cash over Saturday, Sunday, back in Monday? Well, interesting thing. I actually have a credit card and a debit card attached to my trading account. Okay, so anytime I need to buy something, I just transfer it from here to there and then I use it. Other than that, 98% of my money is invested at all times. I shit you not. I actually have a debit card and a credit card attached to my trading account. It makes it so much easier. It does. Pounds money, how you doing? All right, so how much do I need to get started? Okay, Journeyman, you can start with anything. I started an account for my grandson with $50. Think about it, $50. He's my grandson. He's 4 years old. He's got what, 14 years to go before he can even spend any of it? So we'll go from there. You don't need a lot. You just need the commitment and time. Because remember, this is like 50% per year. How much time and how much money are you going to put aside in order to get you to your goal? And do you even know what your goal is? Okay, and I would suggest don't do anything until you play with it, practice with it. There's a lot of people in the audience that do what's called paper trading. They open up an account at Thinkorswim. They download it on their computer and they just paper trade until they get the hang of it before they put real money into it. Percentage-wise, I make 1% per week, which comes to over 50% per year. CVS. Ooh, we haven't looked at CVS in a while. We'll take a look at CVS. Wow. All right, Journeyman, did you like that? I don't know. Did that answer your question? I get run off of these tangents every once in a while and they just go all over the place. GSK. I never heard of it, GSK. I have TradingView. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Oh, my hair's a mess. GSK, huh? GSK. All right, I'm starting to throb already. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. What time is it? Oh, I should be able to do an hour and a half without too much. All right, where were we? All right, I put GSK on the list. That's going to be a while because we have a bunch that we have before that. So let's take a quick look at Paramount. Paramount. P-A-R-A. 1182. Nike. Do we have Nike? No, we don't have Nike written down. N-K-E. Nike. All right, Paramount. First thing I always want to check out is the numbers. Make sure it works. Okay, so Paramount 1187. The 12s are going for 22. That's well over 1%. And I like Paramount. All right, so let's take a look at the charts and see what the charts tell us. All right, everything looks good. How can I say that so quickly? Well, how long does it take? High, okay, low, okay, where was it? It gets even harder now. You ready for this one? Where is it now? It takes less than 2 seconds. High, low, where was it? Where is it? 2 seconds, okay? It's not at a high trying to go higher. Okay, great. It's not at the bottom trying to dig a hole in the basement. No, it's in between. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, and that would be the 90-day chart. Gives me an idea of what it looked like the last 33 months. Not 33 months, the last 3 months. And again, 2 seconds. High, low, where was it, where is it? That's quick. Okay, we already know the numbers work. It's already over 1%. I like that. Okay, now let's check. What is the chart telling me? Well, it's telling me a year ago she opened up, well, sorry, 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago. I'm going to wave these people over here on Instagram. Hey, hey, Instagram people. Okay, 90 days ago, we opened up at 1138. The bottom, we actually have a double bottom, okay, in March, the beginning of March, in the middle of April, okay, and that was 1089. No, sorry, 1012. Ooh, wow, 1012. Okay, so now we know what the bottom was. Top, 1455. Okay, so for the last 3 months, we have an idea of what it was. Let's go this way. An idea of where it was, okay, what it's doing. It's the 90-day bottom. Here's the 90-day top. Okay, what happens when you get to a top? Well, you can have profit taking. Well, here's your profit taking. Okay, let's look at the last 30 days, see if we have an idea where it's going. Okay, so check that out. 30 days ago, we were at the 30-day bottom. 3 days later, we're at the 30-day top. And then she just keeps on dropping. And today is challenging for the new 30-day bottom. See that? So as soon as it makes the 30-day bottom, turns around and starts going back up again, because that's what they do. They go up from a top to a bottom. It doesn't matter where the top is or where the bottom is. There can only be one top. And we already know where that is. Okay, because that's already there. Okay, we don't know where the bottom is because she's still falling. Even though today was a green day, it still made a lower low today. So don't get me wrong, I like Paramount, I like the numbers. But if I didn't already own it, I would wait for it to find the bottom and then jump in. Just my opinion. You guys should really do your own work. And oh, by the way, I got to keep reminding everybody that there are imposters pretending to be me. 22 last I counted. Why Paramount doesn't make a profit? Oh, Paramount doesn't make a profit. Hold on, let's check the dividends. How often has Paramount paid dividends? And I believe Paramount is on my list because it's on Warren Buffett's list. So, some do have, well, for lack of better words, clout, okay? Warren Buffett, if it's on his list, then it's okay for my list. P-A-R-A. Okay, Paramount. Paramount started paying dividends in 2006. Okay. However, I do think they did drop dividends after a while. Yeah, look at that. 2008, during the financial crisis, they dropped from 27 cents to 5. Okay, then they've been increasing steadily. 18, 24, 24 for a while. Ooh, look at that. Right in the beginning of 2023, beginning of last year, they dropped their dividends again. Why? Okay, so if that's a question, why? Why does Warren Buffett have it? The only reason why I'm looking at Paramount is because it's on Warren Buffett's list. That's it. Not that it would make my list, okay? But the premiums are nice. Okay, the premiums are nice. Okay, and if one of the richest men in the world thinks it's an okay investment to jump into, fine, why not? Now I'm just waiting for it to find the bottom. That's it. Zubarahpot official. I have no idea what that means. He wants to be invited to the show. Sorry, I don't know you. Okay, I don't invite anybody on live because I don't know who they are. I always insist people send me a phone number. I'll give you a call. And I give you a call, you don't answer your phone. I might not call again. I remember one person sent me the phone number. I called him 4 times, didn't answer. All right, I gotta draw a line somewhere. If you're gonna send me a number, at least make sure you answer your phone. That was weird. Okay, Paramount. Wynn is next. Wynn Resorts. WYNN. Wynn Resorts. Interesting. Chart looks interesting. All right, the numbers 93.30. Okay, 93.30. The 93s are going for 138. You subtract 30 cents off there. That's $1.08, which is over 1%. I'd like to go. Bob, tell them what's behind door number 93. What behind door number 93 is $1.38. Lose 30 cents right at the top. So I'm making $1.08 as a profit on a $93 stock. That's over 1%. That's what I'm looking for. Paramount will probably be bought by a bigger company for a much higher share price. More than likely, yeah, you're probably right. All right. Fascinating football videos. How are you doing? Oh, damn it, it's starting to act up already. Okay. All right, Wynn, let's take a look. First thing I want to see is the number 93. 93, yep. And that looks at the chart. How long does it take? See, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? It doesn't take long to see that at all. Last 90 days. Oh, here's the numbers right here. Here we go. $100.52. Topped out at 111.15, and that was the end of July last year. Okay, we got a double bottom right at the 81.30, 81.70 area. Once in November, and looks like a couple of times, yeah, twice in December, beginning of December. Interesting. All right, last 90 days. 3 months ago, we opened up at 101.85. Okay, we made a high a couple of weeks later at 110. All right, 110.38, and then bottomed out. Ooh, this is a good one. Check this out. 91.43 hits it almost 3 times. Twice in April, towards the end of April, and again yesterday. Yesterday, it's a possible bottom. Let's check that out. The 30th. Well, there you have it. 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. 2 weeks ago was the 30-day top. Now look where we are. Gap down, okay, Wednesday. Okay, made a new bottom right there on Wednesday. Today being Thursday, there's a possibility of that thing being the first step to the upside. Because remember, when I buy at the bottom, your 30-day top there, your 30-day bottom here. Okay, could be, depending on what she opens up tomorrow at. Okay, if it's another green tea tomorrow, that's my indication to jump on in, because I already know the numbers work. Okay, I make over 1% if I buy it exactly where it is right now. Okay, which looks like a 30-day bottom. And if it's a 30-day bottom, what the hell's going to happen? Well, it's going to go up. That's what they always do. Where do you see the premium that play? Oh, well, where do I see the premium? Okay, here's the stock price right here. Okay, stock symbol WYNN. The last price 92.54. The bid 93.16. The ask 93.30. If I'm going to buy it tomorrow morning, that's the price I'm paying, 93.30. Because that's what the market maker says. That's what he wants for it. That's what I buy it for. Okay, so what is the closest strike price? Well, we have 2. We have the 93 and we have the 94. Preferably, I like the 93 because it's already above 93. It doesn't have to do anything. It's just going to stay where it is. Okay, the premium right here, $1.38. Okay, the bid, $1.38. The ask, $1.46. So if someone is paying $1.46, I'm only receiving $1.38. The difference between the two is the spread, and that goes to the market maker. He's the one who makes money regardless of what we make. You know, he gets trade for each contract that is sold. He gets paid for each stock that is sold. Yeah, he's the one who makes the money on that deal. But anyway, I'm just looking for that 1% per week. That's it. Safe, predictable, consistent. You know what I mean? All right. So that being said, okay, you can't deny the facts. And I love numbers because numbers are factual. The high is the high, the low is the low. You can't really argue with it. Okay, your 30-day high, here it is. 30-day bottom, just about 30 days ago. Look where we are now. Yesterday was a new 30-day bottom because in 2 days, that other 30-day bottom is going to drop off. Did you check their dividend? Which one is this? Win? No, not today. Let's check it out. All right, well, are you looking at next week's premium? Yes, Brian, I am. Because tomorrow is one day, and they're basically worthless. But hold on a second. Let me quickly show you. Okay, so the 93 is worth 33 cents, okay? That's tomorrow. It's worth 33 cents. Next week, the 93 is worth $1.38. So you tell me which one's the better one to sell. Oh, shit. And if I waited for it to expire, if I bought tomorrow, if I sold tomorrow's, I'd have to wait for it to expire Saturday, and then I'd be able to jump back in on Monday. So I lose 3 days. That makes sense? Because the time value is what we're selling. Okay, from the time you sell the option and collect the dividend, collect the premium, sorry. As soon as you sell your option, okay, the clock starts ticking. Okay, from the time you sell it until the time it expires, that's the most amount of time, that's the most amount of value you get. And as each day goes by, you get less and less and less money. That's why I do all my trades on Monday. Because Monday, when I'm back into cash, because options expire on Saturday, someone's got to ring the register and tally up all the bills, you know. That happens on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, I'm back into cash, and now I have money to spend. What am I picking up? It's that simple. Every time I make a profit, I take a little bit of that money out, and then I use that to live off of. I don't see the problem there. Do you always wait until Monday to get in your day? Yep. How about Shiba? How is it trending? I have no idea who Shiba is. And now, if I say I have no idea who it is, that basically means it doesn't fit anywhere on my list. Okay, it doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, may or may not have weekly options. I don't know. But I do know if it had 20 years worth of dividends, I would know who it was. And I don't. Okay, so next on the list. Kohl's. Didn't we already look at Kohl's? I'm pretty sure that we did. You guys have me looking at the same things over and over and over again. No, we did not look at Kohl's yet. Well, let's take a look at Kohl's. First thing. Do you always get away? Yes, I do. I always wait till Monday. First thing. Always. What can I pay for, and what can I get? Okay, I can buy it for $21.04, okay? $21.04. Okay, anyone can figure out the closest one to that is 21, and it's going for 64 cents. So I'm making 3% off that one trade with Kohl's. So the numbers work. I know that. Great. Let's see what the chart looks like. Because just because the numbers work doesn't mean the chart saying it's okay. All right, so let's take a look at the chart. First thing, the high. That's like what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A top, 5 top, and then a double bottom. Okay, that intrigues me. Look where it was. Look where it is. That intrigues me also. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. Let's get this out of the way, and let's take a look right there. Last 90 days. First thing I want to see. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Okay. 2 or 3 seconds. That's all it should take you. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it 90 days ago? Where is it now? Great. You passed. Next. Okay, let's go to the next one. We want to look at the last 30 days. Oh, before we do that, 90 days ago we opened up at 28.43. The high of the 90-day period was 29.60, and that was the beginning of April. Okay, so where's the low? Well, the low is today. Okay, and that is 1958. Okay, great. Let's take a look at the last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. Okay, first thing I want to see. High, low, where was it? Where is it? All right. That's fun. Yep, Brian, I see that. Brian, you want to take a look at ExxonMobil, huh? All right, so ExxonMobil is on the list. Okay, right now we're still looking at coals, all right? So, what happened? Does anybody know what happened today with coals? Why did it drop so much? Let me just go into the last 30 days. This is the last 30 days. Holy cow, cool beans. Okay, so look at that big drop. Okay, look at the size of it. It's huge. Okay, from 27 down to 20. That's not huge. It's only like $6. People are out of money. It could very well be. Earnings miss on coals. See? Earnings went down. How often does that happen? Now, here's an interesting question. Just because she's down, does that mean it's a bad company? Or does that mean the market maker is just taking advantage of the news? Think about it. Okay? Average trading is a couple of million. All right, let's get the actual numbers. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to go here, and then we're going to go here. Okay? Get the actual numbers, the real numbers. All right, let's take a look at the chart. High, the low, right? Take a look down here, the volume. Volume, okay? How many shares usually trade? 3.9 shares. Usually, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's the majority of them. Less than 4 million shares a day. All right, so what happened today? Did you see that? 34 million shares. Now, the market maker makes some money every time somebody buys or sells. He doesn't care if it's higher or lower. He doesn't care where it is. Okay, yesterday, he was getting, what, 4 million shares? 4 million shares traded a day. Today, 34 million? What is that? That's like 800% increase. Damn, this fucking thing hurts. That's weird. What the hell? I didn't even do anything today either. Yeah. I know. I broke the collarbone a couple weeks ago. But it should be affecting my shoulder. All right. I'll not use that arm anymore. All right. So, there's your drop. Okay. That could be the new 30-day bottom. I don't know. Tomorrow it could drop more. Or, more than likely, she could bounce off of this and start filling in this gap. Because that gap is going to be filled eventually. So, take advantage of it or not. But coals, the numbers do work. All right. 2104. The 21 is going for 60 cents, 64 cents. You know, that's about, what is that, 30%? So it's not 30%, 3%. And that's just for the week. And it's coals. Do you like coals? Okay, so you get 3% every week. I can deal with that. 3% this week, maybe at 1% next week, week after, so on and so forth. All the stocks bailed out. Okay, for your information, I bought more today at 2030 and sold 2050s against it for 4%. Oh, nice for you, Secretary. Cool beans. Coals, why does today's bar show green? I don't know. Today's bar is red on my screen. Coles curve estimate 2024, not profit, just net loss. Yeah. The premium will drop big tomorrow because today was earnings. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see. Tomorrow, going to enlighten us. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be live at 3 o'clock to see what positions go in. See where we're making money or not. That just doesn't feel right. Something ain't right. All right, where are we? That was Coles. AMD is next. AMD. 165.30. 165.30. The 165 is going for 655. Wait a second, is that right? No, 565. Sorry, 565. That's huge. AMD is on your list. I don't think so, because I don't think they pay dividends. Let's go check. AMD. No, AMD's not on my list. That's why it has that big fat premium that I've never noticed before. Hey, Jen, I haven't seen you or heard from you in a while. How are you? Brian Spence, they actually reported before today's open, so premiums were currently accurate. Cool. Alrighty. Well, apparently AMD doesn't have dividends, and some strange reason I forgot that. I don't know why. JWN. That's why those premiums look so fat. Do you see how fat they are? Okay, do you see how fat they are? Look at that. 165, and the 165 is going for 565. That's a nice premium. Julie C., what do you do next week if you have Kohl's higher than 26? The premium 26, probably nothing. Kohl's, hold on a second. Let's just open that up real quick. Okay, what number that was? The 26s. Oh, yeah. Well, here's a thought. You can either wait it out, one, or two, you could buy it back because it's lower, whichever one you sold, or three, you could dollar cost average down. Play your cards right, and you'll have your Kohl's losses made up within a month. More than likely. Just depends on how you play it. There's so many different options. All right, if this doesn't get better, I'm going to call it a night. It's really getting horrible. All right, anyway. Where were we? It was Kohl's. So we looked at Kohl's. Yes, we did. Yeah, more than likely that thing's going to fill. Okay, in the next couple of days. Look at it. For those who just want to buy calls, yeah, great opportunity right there. Covered calls, spreads, all the same. But I would wait and make sure that that is a bottom. So tomorrow, it should go to the upper side. All right, that's next. That was Kohl's. JWN, Nordstrom's. JWN. Look at that. First thing I want to see. 2110. I'm sorry, 2010. 2010. So 2010, the 20s are going for $1.46. So you take 10 cents off of that, and you're bringing in $1.36 on a $20 stock. Okay, that's over 5%. That's crazy. Did you do UPS? No, didn't do UPS yet. That's not accurate. We're going to take a look at it. Hold on, because now I'm intrigued. Okay, $20.10. I found it. I found the discrepancy. You ready? The numbers are accurate, Secretariat. Watch this. You ready? They doubled. They dropped after, so the options are wrong. Well, look at this. The last price, 21.03. Okay, 21.03, the last traded price. The bid, 19.85. Okay, so it's lower. The ask, 20.10. Lower. He's pushing it down tomorrow. It just had earnings high. Yep. Yeah, well, it is what it is. But basically, okay, the bid and the ask are both lower than the last traded price. The market maker is trying to push it down tomorrow. So right now it's at 21.03, and that's probably why. Look, the 21s are going for 114, but the 20s are going for 146. So yeah, when the market opens tomorrow, all these numbers are going to change, and whatever's on that board when you hit your button, that's what you're going to get filled at. So we're on JWN. All right, so the numbers are kind of wonky. All right, but let's take a look at the chart. First thing I want to see, the high, the low, where was it, where is it? First thing, okay? From there, I want to take a look at the 90 days. Again, where's the high? The high, the low, where was it, where is it? Again, looks fine to me, so let's take a look at the last 30 days. Look at that, doesn't that look sweet? The high, the low, where was it, where is it? Okay, 30 days ago was a 30-day bottom. She shoots on up, a little pullback, shoots on up, finds a 30-day high right there. From there, she drops, pulls back, drops again. 2 days to the downside. I'd wait and figure out where it's going to go. Sorry. Okay, you get your 30-day high here, and your 30-day low way down here. Okay, they go up or they go down. This one's getting ready to come down. That's the way it looks. It's not guaranteed, just that's the way it looks. A call option reset lower term. Yeah, probably. JWN. Hormel is next. Let's do some Hormel. HRL. 3079. 3079 was the last trade. Bid 3061, ask 3078. They're both lower. Wow. And he was being sneaky about it. Look at that. The last trade, 3079, 3078. Sneaky little bug out. Ooh, holy shit. Do you see that big drop? Let's take a look at that. Okay, a year ago, we were at 38.37. Triple topped at 41.70. Found its bottom 28.57 in mid-February. Okay. Last 90 days. Nice movement to the upside. Look at that nice movement. And you have your high, 37.05. What was that, 37 what? 36.86. Okay, last 30 days. 30 days ago, 35.45, and she shoots up for a double high, a high on the 20th. That's a 36.86. And then today, big drop. Okay, so tomorrow, when you see big drops like that, tomorrow they usually have a bounce to the upside. Good opportunity to jump in, but is it the bottom? We don't know. We'll find out. Now, a lot's going to happen in the first 5 minutes, because as soon as this thing opens up, whatever it opens up at, it's either going to go down further or it's going to go up. But there's like a 50-50 shot. Either that's the bottom right here, okay, or it's just getting warmed up, one or the other. We don't know. Tomorrow, as soon as the market opens, that will tell you. Hey, Excelve. I don't know if that's right. Howdy there, Mike. Did I pronounce that right? Excelve. Okay, Hormel. We just looked at Hormel. That was interesting, the way it just dropped like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Starbuckies. Here we go. Starbuckies. SBUX. Ooh. Now, I still have Starbucks at 86. You remember that a couple weeks ago? I bought Starbucks at 86 right here just before this big drop. I still got it. I got it there, and then I got it down here. So like dollar cost average on my Starbucks. Okay, so Starbucks, let's check out the numbers first. 78.76. 79s go for $1.01. That's more than 1%. Great. Let's take a look at the chart. See what this chart says. Okay, the high was back in November. The bottom was in May. A year ago, she's at 97, and now she's at 78. You just don't know to do the damn thing. All right, so let's keep doing this. Starbucks. All right, we're going to look at the last 90 days. Okay, so 90 days ago was our 90-day high. Okay, beginning of May was our 90-day bottom. So let's take a look at the last 30 days. Is tomorrow's job number at 8:30? I have no idea what that means, Larry. Seriously. Praying for your shoulder to get better. Yeah, thank you. Starbucks. Okay, last 90 days. Okay, so look at the last 30 days. Imagine that, 30 days ago. And she gaps down. Check it out. 30 days ago, she was 88. That's when I bought it. I bought it back at 88. And then she gaps down real big. Gaps down real big, down to 75. Okay? Makes its bottom at 73. Comes on up. Now she's sitting at 78.76. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Seasonality. What does Starbucks normally do? Okay, for those of you new here, the blue represents this year's movement, and the red represents 10 years worth of data. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way up to last year. 10 years, one chart on top of another. January 1st to December 31st. It gives you all the numbers, and then just put one on top of the other. So what's the next week and a half going to look like? Or the next 2 weeks? I'm going to click right here, drag it to that side. All right, check that out. Okay, right here, the end of May to the first week of June, goes to the upside. All right, but that's his story. That's what it did already. So what's it going to do again? That's just the average over the last 10 years. It could follow the pattern. I like patterns. Okay, she's a nice, you can see it, nice slow upward trend. Nice slow upward trend until it stops. Finds a new 30-day top, then she drops. That's the way they do it. Okay, so next on the list, WBA. Imagine that, we finally got to it, WBA. Now somebody said something about WBA finding its bottom. We thought this a couple of days ago. Okay, first we want to check out the numbers. 1537, the 1550s are going for 31, which is 2%. Okay, the 15s, 58, again, over 1%. Either way works for me. Okay, let's look at the chart. The high, about a year ago. The bottom looks like it was yesterday. Well, let's zoom into that. Okay, a year ago, 29.65, topped out the middle of June last year at 32.66, bottomed out yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. There you go. Check it out. 90 days ago, 21.37, tops it out in the end of March at 22.11. From there, nothing but, drops down a little bit and finds a new bottom. Looks like it was yesterday. It does. But we said that last week too. Remember? Okay. Remember here when we thought this was the 30-day bottom? She kept on falling. Not the 30-day bottom. Sorry, the bottom for the year. The best time to buy a stock is at the bottom of the year, which could be yesterday. Could be. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm looking for one more day to the upside because she's going to drop, find the bottom, turn around, and then go back up again. because that's what stocks do. They have a 30-day high, they have a 30-day bottom. And what do they do after that? Well, they find another 30-day high and they find another 30-day bottom. It's just repetitive over and over. You just got to look and know what to look for. That's why I look at the dividends. Because when the dividends get ready to pay, the stock has a tendency to move up. So if the stock has a tendency to move up and I'm buying it at the bottom or when it's coming off the bottom, well, that's everything in my favor. And I'm looking for that 1% safe, predictable, consistent every week. Okay, it seems to be working just fine. What are my thoughts on Kohl's? Didn't we already do Kohl's? Apparently we didn't do Kohl's yet. KSS? Yeah, we did. We already did Kohl's. Sorry. I don't remember what our findings was when we did Kohl's. I know we did them, but I don't know what the answer was. All right. Next on the list, WBA. Ooh. It could very well be. We just don't know until tomorrow. That could be the bottom. And I love Walgreens. They're in every major city in the United States. They're over 100 years old. How can you go wrong? In my humble opinion. I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying my humble opinion, which it's worth whatever you find to be worth. All right, anyway, Walgreens. Next on the list, Foot Locker. Now, Foot Locker's usually not on our list because they stopped paying dividends. But somebody wanted to take a look, so let's take a gander. Foot Locker, 26. It's going for 75 cents. That's just a little bit less than 3%. Yeah, and that's going to be a no. Okay, take one look at the chart. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Okay, it gapped up huge today. Huge gap up. Usually not a good sign, time to get in. So, let's take a gander at it. All right, a year ago we're at 26.15. Bottomed out at 8.21. And that was late August at 14.88. Topped out at 35.60. That was the end of February. Let's take a look at the last 30 days. Yep, 30 days ago was our 30-day bottom. She goes up, pulls back, up, pull back, and then this big, huge gap. You see this big, huge gap right here? Okay, and then she keeps on shooting up. Okay, that's a big jump. More than likely, there's going to be some kind of profit taken tomorrow. That's just my opinion. Okay, but take a look at the facts. Take a look at the numbers. Number one, we like them because they have a dividend. Wait a minute, they don't have the dividend. So why are we looking at it? No, somebody wanted to take a look at it. 26.07, the 26 is going for 75 cents. It's a nice little premium you're going to get. I think we'll be out of that. All right, Brian Spence, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to take me some pain pills and freaking get rid of this damn thing. All right, so tomorrow, same time, same channel. For those guys in the live trading sessions, we'll see you at 3 o'clock tomorrow. All righty, so you guys have a nice night, and I'll see you in the morning or afternoon.